Kemper's class, Miss Stone's class. If you saw the other video, you saw that I really didn't explain the how-to on this project. And so I wanted to make another video that really explains how to do this, okay? Instead of just making it a little too vague, okay? So here we go. If you haven't watched the other video, I want you to watch that first, so this will all make a little more sense. Okay, I have drawn a flower and a bee. It's not a very good bee, but you know, you get the idea. And so this is going to be an example of how you would do this. You would need a piece of copy paper, notebook paper, something else, and that's going to be what you actually draw on to get your subject. So if I were drawing this normally, it would be on a piece of copy paper for my project, and then I cut it out. It's going to act like a pattern, but I have to break it up into different pieces because each part is going to have be used in a different way with a different textured paper or material, okay? So the center might be a piece of felt. And so once I have this all cut out, then I would go cut out the center of my flower. I would use that little center of my flower, put it on my felt, and cut around it. And so I have the center of my flower made out of felt. So I'm using this as my pattern, and make sure this all fits onto your paper that I sent home first, okay? It all has to fit well and fill up the space well, as I talked about on the other video. So I can break up, like my petals could be out of another textured piece of paper. My stem could be out of another texture. My leaves, my bee, they could all be different textures. So that's why I wanted to use this example, because it shows you how something can be cut up into different pieces. So my stem's gonna be cut off, I'll have to cut it off and put it on let's say a piece of material or something, and cut it out, okay? And then you put all those little pieces back together onto the paper that I sent home, and that way it all comes together as this nice, clean, well-cut project, and it makes sense. Okay, so like if I have this bee up here and it doesn't look like a bee when I put it on my paper, then I might need a Sharpie or maybe even some yellow and black markers to make it look more like a bee, and that way you can enhance it. So don't be afraid to use some other materials if you need to, like markers, to make your project look a little bit more like what it's supposed to if it needs that, okay? All right, I hope everyone is clear about all this, and please let me know if it's not. And we will talk to you later. Bye.